Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Today we're going to react to Death Battle between Thor versus Vegeta. That's right. And if you guys wondering which team I'm on, I mean, if you couldn't tell. Yeah, I hope, Vegeta wins this, but I don't know, I get the feeling that, yeah, I get the feeling maybe Thor will win. Because, usually comic books characters are kind of overpower a little bit more than the anime, because the anime usually, they're one characters and one characters only, they don't have like different variations, but however in comics usually they have a different variation of these characters. Sometimes they just combine all their powers, into one, which makes them a little bit broken, So I hope it doesn't happen here. So let's see who's gonna win. I'm on Vegeta's side. It's weird because this is, Goku's color orange and Vegeta's blue, and who cares? You get the gist. Dragon Balls. So yeah, let's jump right into it and see who's gonna win. But however, there's also Tanjiro versus not Joseph, Jonathan. But I'm gonna wait until I finish Demon Slayer first, then I'm gonna later watch it. So yeah, I'm afraid, so I don't get spoiled by it. So yeah, so let's get to it.
Thor, the god of thunder.
And Vegeta, the Prince of all Saiyans!
The sky shakes when they appear, and the earth trembles when they approach. No world can contain the power of these two gods of war.
Or their egos. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons,
Alright.
armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I know that Thor can throw his hammer
Thunder
and
cracks. The heavens
gone to the edge of the
lightning
universe
blinds your
and
eyes.
came back
You
very
look up at the
fast.
sky and pray for
So-
mercy, because Thor is angry.
Well, you would have if you were a Viking. Nowadays, we don't have time for myths and legends.
Oh, don't we? For in the modern mythology of Marvel Comics, the Norse god of thunder was reborn.
And I'd wager this Thor is a hell of an upgrade.
The son of the All-Father Odin, Thor lived the life of a warrior prince, battling all manner of magical foe for thousands of years.
That is, until he got a little too big for his britches. So to teach him a lesson about humility and compassion.
I wonder if they're gonna be like, give him the same stats as before. Or are they gonna change it, make him more stronger? Like, I don't know. Because imagine if, like, he had a fight against, Wonder Woman and he lost, right? So imagine now they explain him in a way that maybe he might be stronger than Wonder Woman, in this. Then you'll be like, okay, why haven't they give us his feats of this before, Like, I don't know. Like, they make stuff up, I don't know.
And whatever, Odin exiled him to the worst place in the universe. New York.
I don't know, maybe they haven't
You
read
hate
that
to
comic
see it.
Thor's
yet, I don't
Asgardian
know.
body is immensely durable, immune to disease, and capable of healing far faster than any mortal man.
Yeah,
He's
disease
also
is
the literal god of strength.
really
We're
not
talking
important in
lifting
this
a
fight.
planet-sized serpent strong, knocking out the Phoenix Force strong, arm wrestling with Hercules and almost throwing the Earth out of orbit strong.
Notably, he was once blasted with a graviton bomb, which subjected him to the gravity of a neutron star. That's over 200 billion times greater than Earth's gravity.
And he's got the stamina to match. Nice. Able to fight for 40 days and 40 nights without stopping.
And what better weapon for the god of storms to wield
48,
than a
40
sentient
nights.
cosmic storm? Eons ago, the almighty god Tempest rampaged through the universe. It arrived in Asgard, and after a pitched battle, Odin managed to trap it within a block of the magical ore Uru that he would forge into his son's hammer, Mjolnir.
Oh, what more can be said about this beautiful thing? Forged in the heart of a
But
dying
wait.
star that went supernova and killed the dinosaurs, Mjolnir is maybe my
Isn't there
favorite
stronger
thing ever.
than
He can channel
Mjolnir?
bolts of lightning,
Mjolnir?
manipulate the weather, open portals to other dimensions,
You know, the one in
and
Endgame?
absorb and redirect energy attacks. Or just suck it out of your body against your will, like with this radiation dude. The presence. Not gonna be present for much longer, bud.
He's even used 2 Mjolnirs to absorb the power of the God Bomb,
There
which
are
would have
2?
killed every deity in existence across time and space.
That's just the tip of the iceberg. Mjolnir can transmute the elements, turn Thor invisible and intangible, let him travel through time, and even bring
Visible.
people back to life. And if Thor wants to fly, all he has to do is take it for a spin.
Was that
Literally,
explained
he throws
before?
that motherfucker as hard as he can and holds on for dear life.
And when he does, it flies fast enough to cross the entire galaxy in seconds.
Only one problem. It's a little teeny. Unlike Thor's big ass
That's what I'm talking
yarn,
about.
It's sharp
The-
enough to cut through celestial armor, and it's
Wait, is this the
unbreakable
one
and an axe. Okay, look, it doesn't have a galaxy storm inside it, but it's still pretty cool. Oh shit, look, Wiz, I'm worthy.
So, no, you're not. There's no enchantment on the axe.
Well, then what the hell am I gonna do with this?
But should he face an enemy beyond the likes of even
Is
his
this the
world
same
shattering
as the
strength,
one-
Thor can harness
don't
his
know.
inherent godly power into one single
I forgot
ultimate
the name of the
attack,
weapon
the
itself.
God Blast.
God is right. Even Galactus, the devourer of worlds, shit his pants and bounced at the sight of such an awesome attack.
Nah.
Jesus, even the Avengers seem pretty small potatoes compared to this guy. Why'd he even bother with them?
Because not every problem can be solved by hitting it really hard.
Bullshit.
That was the point of Odin's lesson,
Bull-
to force his headstrong son to confront a world more complex and nuanced than his millennia of battle had prepared him for. Thor had to be more than a warrior, he had to be a hero.
He's battled Thanos, the Silver Surfer, and even the Sentry.
The Sentry
Oh.
is strong enough to contend with the
Just
world
like
breaker
Superman.
Hulk, a being strong enough to destroy the Marvel Universe over 100 times over.
And fast enough to demolish Ares, the Greek god of war, who can fight within the span of plank time. That's like the tiniest amount of time.
Wait,
that
hold
we can
on.
work.
I heard people say the fight between Broly and Hulk was like they were saying Hulk should have won, so I don't know.
100 times over.
And fast enough to demolish Ares, the Greek god of war, who can fight within the span of plank time. That's like the tiniest amount of time.
There is
that you can
Ares
imagine.
in Marvel
There are
as well?
many planks in a
DC
second
and Marvel?
As there are grains of sand on Earth. Oh wait, did I
Sorry,
say
I
Earth?
didn't,
It's in a
okay.
second, as they're like the tiniest amount of time.
Universe over 100 times over.
And fast enough to demolish Ares, the Greek god of war, who can fight within the span of plank time. That's like the tiniest amount of time that we can imagine. There are as many planks in a second as there are grains of sand on Earth. Oh wait, did I say Earth? I meant 10 million billion Earths.
Thor has tanked disintegration beams trying to tear apart his atoms one by one, survived Mephisto trying to consume his soul, and even withstood a temporal rift that aged normal people to dust.
Oh, he's a hard bastard to kill, and even nastier when he loses his temper.
By entering a state known as Warrior's Madness, Thor commits an unpardonable sin in Asgardian society and willingly sacrifices his sanity for a tenfold increase in power.
Yeah, despite being a really sweet lunk that talks like he's in Masterpiece Theater and dresses like he's in What's Opera, Doc, Thor has struggled with being worthy of his father's legacy and throne. But no matter what unbelievable shit Marvel throws at him, Thor always
Sorry, I have to rewind a bit because of ad.
being worthy of his father's legacy and throne. But no matter what unbelievable shit Marvel throws at him, Thor always rises to the occasion. Take the time this big machine called the World Engine was controlling Yggdrasil, the world tree that connects 10 universe-sized realms.
The World Engine's purpose was
Okay.
to mechanically trick Yggdrasil into disrupting the natural flow of Ragnarok, the end of the world.
So Thor
Mechanically
just
tricked the
pushed
tree,
and
huh?
reversed the flow of fate. That's right. He outmuscled a giant multiversal tree and prevented Armageddon. Not a bad Saturday.
And he'd go a step
What?
further and defeat the mysterious elder gods that manipulated the cycle of Ragnarok in the first place, ending it forever. So perhaps now, when you look up at the thundering sky, you won't fear the god's capricious wrath.
Because you'll know it's just Thor, the god of thunder, kicking ass and saving the day.
Vegeta, I don't know about that.
The bloodthirsty warrior race known as the Saiyans, and named for their mighty leader, King Vegeta. Knowing the Saiyans' proficiency in genocide,
The stuff that Thor
King
did.
Cold and his son Frieza
I don't know if
contracted
Vegeta
their
can
personal
set up to
exploit,
that.
conquering worlds in their name.
But
Oh yeah, remember when
They'll be
Vegeta's
uppity.
hair is orange?
Too uppity for their
The king was dead, leaving his young son, the Prince Vegeta, alone. Burning with a grudge against Frieza for wounding his ancestral pride, Vegeta awaited the moment he could extract his revenge.
As one of Frieza's former top enforcers, Veggie was trained from birth to be one of the greatest warriors in the universe.
It helps that planet Vegeta had a gravity 10 times greater than that of Earth's, making his natural physiology significantly stronger and more durable than a human's.
As in making the whole friggin' Earth shake just by throwing
Yamcha, why they put Yamcha?
Vegeta can harness his ki, or inner life force, has a physical energy to make him even stronger, faster, and tougher than that.
Or literally shoot it at your opponent to blow him to kingdom come. That's right, Vegeta can
Simple
flick
trick.
a planet out of existence with his soul. Man, that's hardcore.
He can use ki to fly at faster than light speeds, slice you to pieces with an energy blade, and even hold you in place with energy rings.
So, let's be real. Vegeta's
When did he even use that?
summed up with big ass laser. He's got the purple big ass laser, two-handed big ass
Like, he
laser,
doesn't use that
rapid fire
a
big
lot,
ass
right?
laser, exploding ball big ass laser, and it omnidirectional your ass is grass big ass laser. Though I gotta
But that's
say
the
my
mod
favorite
if
is
he's
the mouth
Majin
wide
Buu, or
open
he can
vomit
do
big
that
ass
anytime.
laser. Though that's more
No, I
of a
think he can do
map
that
thing.
anytime,
Kinda like this.
even against
Impressive ki master.
what was his name? God of
It
Destruction.
hurts when I breathe.
Vegeta's most terrifying
The candidate for
however,
God of
is the one
Destruction. I
inherent
forgot
to
his name.
Saiyan
Sorry.
biology.
You know, the
Whenever a
mustache
Saiyan
guy.
survives a life or death struggle, their power increases exponentially. That's what Frieza was so terrified of, the Saiyan's infinite evolutionary potential.
So it's no wonder Vegeta eventually toppled the alien tyrant with the help of another surviving Saiyan, Kakarot.
And with Frieza's defeat at the hands of this earthbound Super Saiyan, Vegeta had a new rival and a new goal.
Become blonde! No battle required. Vegeta can harness the rage of his
Become
Saiyan
blonde.
heritage and transform into a Super Saiyan 2 and a Super Saiyan 2.
But try as he might, Vegeta struggled to keep up with Goku's ever-increasing power.
I guess it doesn't help that Veggie is maybe the single cockiest bastard to ever have existed.
Yes.
Sure, dude, let Cell become perfect. Nah, we'll be fine. Hope your spine is doing alright. Dumbass.
Though Vegeta did manage to accomplish something that even Goku couldn't do on his own, becoming a god.
Once he and Goku met the god of destruction, Beerus, they had a whole new lineup of martial artists to conquer, with some angelic training to boot.
With Spirit Fission, Vegeta can forcibly absorb an opponent's ki with every strike.
And he even learned Goku's patented instant
Really?
transmission,
Wait,
allowing him to
absorb
teleport
what?
training to boot.
With Spirit Fission, Vegeta can forcibly absorb an opponent's ki with every strike.
Technically done as absorb the
To boot.
With Spirit Fission, Vegeta can forcibly absorb an opponent's ki with every strike.
And he
really Vegeta absorbed by innings. That's kind of new to me.
even learned Goku's patented instant transmission,
Oh.
allowing him to teleport huge distances.
But most importantly, with God Ki, he can go even further beyond and become a Super Saiyan God.
Maybe stuff in the manga,
Super Saiyan,
but not
and
in the
a
anime.
Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan evolved.
His power got completely insane. The dude was strong enough to destroy the Room of Spirit and Time, an entirely separate dimension, just by powering up.
When Goku fought Beerus, he nearly destroyed the universe. And that was the very first time he ever went Super Saiyan God.
Considering we've measured Dragon Ball's Universe 7 to be up to 13 times bigger than our own, he'd need to be punching with that much more energy to bust it. And since the shockwaves of their punches traveled across the universe in seconds, Goku would have had to be punching that fast too.
And that's not accounting for Vegeta's training in various exponential transformations. When an
What
amount
does
of
that have to
power
do
is
with-
measured by how many universes it can destroy, that power itself becomes incomprehensible.
Oh, we're not done. Vegeta can tap into the same monstrous energy Beerus has, destruction energy. And when he does, he can perform Hakai and erase your ass from existence entirely. It erases you physically, spiritually, and even temporally, as in it wipes you from time itself.
Wait.
Such is the might of a god of destruction. For when Vegeta wants to go one step beyond, he seizes that very power. He becomes a warrior.
When
filled
did he do
with
that?
lust for battle. He becomes Ultra Ego.
You what? You what? You what? You what?
If Vegeta's head wasn't big enough before, His Widow's Peak probably has its own zip code by now.
Wait,
As
when
the
did this
offensive power of
happen?
Goku's Ultra Instinct, Ultra Ego Vegeta is a veritable juggernaut, able to absorb any hits that come his way and return them even stronger.
It's wild this guy has
Wait,
a Napoleon.
hold
Any
on.
hits that come his Ultra Ego Vegeta
Kloski, analysis.
Okay, maybe this is from the manga, like some stuff I don't know. Is this considered spoiler? I don't know. Are they gonna animate this later?
is a veritable juggernaut.
I don't know.
Able to absorb any hits that come his way and return them even stronger.
It's wild this guy has a Napoleon complex. He's one of the biggest badasses ever to exist.
In a way, failing to beat Goku was probably the best thing for him. Vegeta's whole life was spent rebelling against the humiliation of his race, trying to prove his
A lot
worth
of
by being
humiliation.
the best. By contrast, Goku's self-improvement was never stunted by his ego and insecurities. In realizing that, Vegeta became more than a fighter, but a husband and a father as well, willing to sacrifice himself for what mattered most.
And Vegeta got a taste of that himself when he hooked up with Bulma for some Super Saiyan sexy time. Getting to beat Frieza's golden ass probably didn't hurt either. He may not always
It's a
win,
shame he
but
didn't
he'll
finish him
never be
off.
put down for long.
Like,
So be sure to
Goku
practice
did
your
the finishing
groveling,
move.
because this is one prince you don't want to piss off.
I don't know.
Deathbattle!
I don't know. I still feel Thor might. I still feel Thor might win. I hope I'm wrong, but I'm still rooting for Vegeta.
Oh there, mighty warrior. What business havest thou upon earth?
Throw that hammer at me again, and my business will be polishing my gloves upon your face.
Does that have Team 4-star voice actor?
Didst that count?
Now I have to kill you. Death battle is always like this, like
Damnable cur.
they start like very
Fightst well for a mortal. Alas, you face a god.
simple, but the outcome is fight to the death. Like what? This is a bit too much.
I have evolved beyond gods.
He's already blue.
I'm the prince of all Saiyans, and you can burn in hell!
Smash! Big Bang Attack, classic. I wonder if they like downgraded Thor by letting him use this hammer instead of the endgame one. Oops.
Tell me, does a god such as yourself
Okay, ego. I feel he transformed very quickly. I get the feeling he's gonna lose. Oh, he used the ring finally. Like yeah, he doesn't use that ever. It's over. No, no, come on, Vegeta. Surprise me, damn it. Final Flash. To the face. Please, always dead. No.
Kids, won't you step outside for a second?
Oh, see? What's with that face? Wait, she can absorb, right? Or It's over. Ugh. Dang it! Alright, this sucks. I knew it! I knew it!
Immense power and tenacity, the God of Thunder had him outmatched in several key areas.
First off, the big one, who was stronger.
Despite being up against the God of Strength, Vegeta actually matched up pretty closely with Thor. Both could output power far in excess of destroying a single universe.
It's always tough to get an exact number for Dragon Ball Super's most powerful characters, but we can combine the size of Universe 7 with multipliers from Vegeta's transformations to get a rough estimate.
It's important to note that Ultra Ego's power boost has never been stated, but we do know that Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Super Saiyan
And yet you
Vegeta were
did a death battle? Why?
Goku applied a Kaioken times 20.
Shouldn't you know first?
Vegeta kept up after going Blue Evolve, implying that both increases in power are roughly the same increase. Similarly, Blue Vegeta matched base top and needed Blue Evolve.
Tough, this one.
God of Destruction form.
That's what I meant, the
It's
mustache.
extremely similar to Ultra Ego in theme and purpose. Given this is the best current example of a measurable form akin to Ultra Ego, we can assume that Ultra Ego's boost in power, at least initially, could be extremely similar in terms of a percentage increase, making Ultra Ego's original state about 20 times more powerful than Blue Evolve. With that in mind, Vegeta at his peak could destroy a universe roughly 260,000 times over.
And Thor was pretty close to that. Taking a look at the Marvel Universe's size, which has a radius of at least 1 trillion light years, as well as scaling to the Worldbreaker Hulk, Thor ended up only about 10 times stronger.
Not terribly different, and it's definitely
See?
possible Vegeta's power could increase during the fight to match it.
But even if he was stronger, it wasn't the only thing that mattered. Ultra Ego's damage absorption could only do so much against an opponent like Thor.
Vegeta may have trained as a warrior from birth, but Thor has been fighting for millennia against a much wider variety of foes, allowing him to adapt to Vegeta fairly easily.
I wonder if this
Thor
is...
was way faster, gave him a lot of leeway to use that extra combat experience.
Applying Vegeta's transformation multipliers to the shockwaves from Goku and Beerus' punches, Vegeta should be able to fight at nearly 300 quintillion times the speed of light.
But scaling to Ares, moving within Plague time, Thor would be over 70 quadrillion times faster.
More than fast enough to avoid Vegeta's key attacks, and even more importantly, absorb all of them with Mjolnir. This alone could shut down all of Vegeta's ranged attacks.
Sure, Veggie could absorb it back with Spirit Vision, but he'd have to hit Thor first. And with that much of a speed difference, that's easier said than done. And since Thor can just will the energy out of somebody, he could just take it right back. And then some.
Even without absorption, Vegeta's
one
key
absorbs
reserves
out
are
of
not
that?
infinite, and many of his battles have ended with him at low energy. He was exhausted by the end of the Tournament of Power, which lasted about 1 hour in total.
Meanwhile, Thor fought an army for over a month straight.
Theoretically, Vegeta could have ended
Yeah.
the fight immediately with Hakai, if not for the fact that Thor has resisted existence erasure before, including physically, spiritually, and temporally.
Meanwhile, Vegeta had no way to match the God Blast, which could have killed friggin' Galactus. And that guy has threatened the infinite multiverse with destruction just as a side effect of his battles. That's a level of power beyond anything we've seen in Dragon Ball yet, let alone Vegeta.
Vegeta was never going to go
Then
down.
why are you...
Thor's raw
Let them
power
fight
and
each other then.
devastating godly abilities were too much for the Prince of All Saiyans.
Vegeta nearly won until Thor blew his mind.
Might say
Really?
that pun was kind of terrible.
Really?
You don't do puns! We've talked about this!
Aw.
My thing.
Well,
I mean, shouldn't you put like two opponents that are equally in strength with each other, except with someone is 10 times stronger than him, like that, you know?
and by downloading the battle music linked down below.
Oh well. Who's next? Omni-Man versus... Oh! Nah, I think Omni-Man will win.
Know how to create awesome videos?
No, I don't want to.
You can do it too.
No, I don't want to, thank you. Okay, Omni-Man versus Homelander. That's interesting. I think Omni-Man will win. I mean, he did destroy, like, you know, those aliens in the planet. And, you know, the scene where the planets just go with fast speed on them. Yeah, I think he would win, to be honest. Okay, no, wait, what? Now that I think about it. I mean, yeah, after that planet, when he destroyed all the alien, here what I thought, like, holy snap, like he was going through the building, destroying. I was like, whoa, that's a very, very overpowered character, you know. But then when I see him fight against that Kraken thing, monster, and he's getting his ass whooped, I was like, how? Like, I thought he could finish that Kraken like very, very quick. But yeah, it's enhanced. But really, like, usually when you fight a giant beast, and from your speed that I'm seeing you do, like, really that giant Kraken, usually giant enemies are a bit slow in movement, right? So how's that even hitting you? You should he's getting his ass beat by it. I'm just surprised, you know. I'm surprised. So yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe he's, I mean, Homelander didn't really show that much feats now that I think about it. Like, he shoot lasers, yes, but I don't know, maybe there's stuff from this comic, because yeah, the series is based on, the Boys is based on the comic, right? Certain comics, so maybe there's stuff in the comic that he did that I'm not well aware of. So yeah, just like alter ego Vegeta, like I didn't know about that. I didn't even know this even exists. So yeah, another loss for anime. I mean, we kind of win some battle here and there, but comic book character, damn, they're very, very tough. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Make sure to leave a like or subscribe to me if you think I deserve it. And I'm gonna see you guys next time. Take care.
In the end, I'm just one more failure. One more broken fool.